Hello, are you a small business owner, the head of a communications department, or you are just wondering what you would want to post on social media for your corporation? These are three content anchors you need to remember when posting on social media or creating content for your website for your business: your expertise, values, and sales. Now, when I say expertise, I mean creating content that shares what you know and how you can help your audience. You need to establish yourself as an authority. And how do you do that? By creating reviews, sharing industry news, interviews, and resource lists. You industry news, when you share relevant information, top information, recent information in your department, in your industry that affects your audience, when you bring it to their phones, you bring it to your social media platforms, they begin to regard you as someone who's knowledgeable in your space, as one of the top people to listen to when it comes to your space. Now, for reviews, you can do review of products, you can do review of services, you can do review of tools that are used in your industry. And so when you're reviewing, for instance, if you're in the HR industry and you're reviewing psychometric tools, one putting one versus the other, people begin to listen to you and say, this person really knows what they're doing now, and then we should hire them, we should talk to them. Okay, for instance, if you're doing interviews could be either between you or your partners, middle level management, or even past clients and customers. Anything that would generate a conversation around what you do and how it affects your clients, you need to be able to share it and come from a place of authority, because you are the knowledgeable one in that industry. And so you need to establish yourself as an authority. One very good tool that I always recommend to my clients is to develop a resource list. In every industry, there are resources that people need to use. So whether you're dealing with individuals as a B2C or you're dealing with B2B, you need to ask yourself, what are the resources that people need in this industry? And then curate the content. You don't have to create all the content originally. Have the links, give them credit that, okay, I got this from here, or have a list, a post that talks about all that people need to take them from point A to point B. The result is that people will share these posts and have other people come to you because of what you have put on your website or on your social media. So don't hide what you know. Share it, share it, and share it. Now, your values are so important. People connect with people online. So what you need to ask yourself is, are there people who will connect with your values? Many people have their value statements or the list of values as a painting on their office walls, but you have not told your audience. So create content around that. If you have family as part of the values that you share you hold to high esteem in your company, you need to put it out there. How have you been able to bend your business model to favor family? If teamwork is one of the things that is stated as your values, how have you rewarded teamwork? What are the things you have done in your business to be able to promote teamwork? If you share these things, people know that these are the things that you value, and those who share the same values with you will feel a closer bond, will feel a deeper connection with you, and be more interested in buying your products and services because you share the same values with them. For sales, if you are just online and all you know about creating content around sales is doing amazing sales copy and landing pages, you are selling yourself short. It's easier to tell people the story of why they should buy than to just tell them buy. And how do you convince people to buy? By sharing behind the scenes. Now, for behind the scenes, you could either do a behind the scene for products or for services. For instance, if you're a logistics company, you can do behind the scenes of how you go from when an order is made to how you actually sort the things that are being going to be sent out, and how you actually deliver. When you put these stories out there, or even the danger some of your drivers encounter when they are out on delivery, people begin to see another side to your business and begin to feel an emotional connection with you. For testimonials, a lot of people say they do testimonials, but the testimonials they give are really very generic and they don't help you sell. I always structure those who I help craft the testimonials. You need to have three things. The first one is, what is the pain point the person or the company had before they hired you for your service, or before they bought your product. The pain point, the area of need that was highlighted. The second thing is, what is the service delivery? What was the feeling? What was the experience of service delivery? How was it carried out? That is very important as well. And then the last thing is, how did the person feel after the service was delivered? How did the person feel after the product was used? When you put them together, you have a testimonial that can help you convince another person to use your products or service. Number three, your unique selling proposition. Why are you in the marketplace? What is your differentiator? How are you different from any other person? You may know it, you may not, but I hope you do. But if you do, then it is your responsibility to educate your audience on what makes you different, why they should buy from you. For instance, I always tell my clients that even though you have other people who are doing online visibility services, I am the one that will help you to do it with the most transparency and help you get your content to be most visible and with the highest returns. So if you are out there, you need to ask yourself, what is my unique selling proposition, and how do I share it in such a way that people believe in me and then they want to use my services or buy my product over others. Number four is your why. Your why is very important. The example I always love to use for this is the example of Tom's shoes. Tom's shoes came up with the business model of buy one, donate one. And so if you buy any of their Tom's shoes, they were going to donate one pair to a child in one of their partner states that did not have a pair of shoes. So many people bought Tom's shoes, not just because they needed shoes, but because they were going to be benefactors to someone who didn't have access to shoes, but because they bought one pair will be provided for the child. That's their why. So you need to ask yourself, why am I in business? What's the big goal? 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. Share it with your audience. You will be surprised at how they would become stakeholders in driving your business because they know why you're doing it. Those three anchor areas for your content creation. You need to understand that your expertise, your values, and your sales have to be driven with copy. Now, my name is Ruth Zubairu, and I would love to give you a content strategy session. Do send me a message and we will come up with a strategy that will help you create content around what makes your business different and how you can increase your visibility and generate more profit using online tools. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and do have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.